Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Keep It Real MMA. Just gonna make this video real quick. Gonna go straight through the card. I'm gonna miss it again. I know. I'm sorry. I think it's the last event of the year too, and I'm sorry for that. But New Year, hopefully, don't miss any. But yeah, I'll go through the entire card. Starting from the prelims all the way up to the main event, and yeah, I'll give my breakdowns on each fight, and I'll try my best to help you guys in making the right bets and the right predictions. But please bet safely as always, and yeah, we'll go straight into it. It's a bit of an awkward setup right here. I have to do it quick, but yeah. First fight on the card, Sergey Morozov versus Journey Newsom. Sergey Morozov is a -300 favourite. Journey Newsom is a +250 underdog. I am going to go with the very heavy favourite in Sergey Morozov. I think he's going to put on a very heavy wrestling and grappling clinic on Journey Newsom. And the thing, I keep saying Newsom is Newsom. The problem with Journey Newsom is that he's a bit too small for the bantamweight division. He's a bit too small. His grappling's a bit iffy. If I was you guys, like I said, I'm keeping real MMA. There's no biases here. I generally think that Sergey Morozov is just gonna clamp him down with the wrestling. You know what I'm saying, and just do what he needs to do. And I think he might even be able to find like a arm triangle choke in like the third round. Like I said, Journey Newsom's grappling's a bit iffy when it comes to heavy grapplers, as he's shown in the past, and he's a bit small for bantamweight. A bit small, but yeah, that's what I would go with. I know he has a lot of power, but yeah, I go with Sergey Morozov. Second round, arm triangle choke. I think he'll get the takedown, and it'll kind of be like how when Islam knocked Charles Oliveira down and he found the arm triangle straight away. I don't think he'll do it off of a knockdown. I think he'll do it off of a takedown. So yeah, next one on the card. David Dvorak versus Manel Kape. David Dvorak is a +210 underdog. Manel Kape's a -250 favourite. I am going to go with the big favourite in Manel Kape. Manel Kape got robbed against Matheus Nicolau, and is a hell of a win because he took that on short notice a month after just being beaten by Alexandre Pantoja. He took it on extremely short notice, and he should have won. He got robbed against Matheus Nicolau, and Matheus Nicolau's been on a streak ever since he beat Manel Kape. So it's a good matchup for Manel Kape. I think he's going to be a bit too fast. I think he's going to pick the right shots. I think he's going to find a KO blow in the third round. He has a lot of finishes for flyweight. And yeah, I think he's a very good fighter, especially when he puts it all together. Doesn't be too cautious here, because sometimes he plays it so safe. Like against Pantoja, he wasn't doing enough, but he definitely did enough against Matheus Nicolau, but got robbed. So yeah, this should be a main card fight, but it's on the prelims. It's all good. But I think he beats David Dvorak pretty handedly. And yeah, I'm going to go with a third round TKO for Manel Kape. I think he'll find another flying knee, to be honest with you, like he did against Ode Osborne. I just see it happening. Yeah. Next fight on the card, Brian Battle versus Renat Friggindinov. I can't say his name, not gonna lie. Brian Battle's a +130 underdog. Renat's a -150 favourite. I'm gonna go with Renat Figueiredov. I'm gonna go with him by putting on a grappling clinic, like kind of like Sergey Morozov will. I think Renat's a very good grappler, man, and the thing he did to Andreas Michailidis, bro, is just like the grappling was insane. And I think, like, the thing is, right, I want Brian Battle to win. I think he's a very good, promising prospect. The problem is, bro, Renat is just a different beast when it comes to grappling. And I think Brian Battle's going to have his hands full, man. He's gonna think, like, oh, what do I do here? Because, you know, I'm getting outstruck because I'm so worried about the takedown, and then all of a sudden, boom, he gets takedown when he stops thinking about it. So it's one of those things where the grappling is so heavy here that Brian Battle's got too much to worry about, and I think he's just going to crumble under the pressure of constantly worrying about it and eventually get taken down. And I just think he's going to lose a 29-28, where he might scrape the first, like, barely, like the closest round ever not to be scored a draw. And I just think that the second and third round, he's just eventually going to crumble under the pressure of just continuously worrying about the takedown and then just getting taken down and controlled for 2 rounds. I generally can see it happening. It's a tough fight for Brian Battle, but I do want Brian Battle to win. But I'm going to go with Renat Fernandinov. So yeah, by 29-28, unanimous decision. Next fight on the card, Rafa Garcia versus Maishahit. I'm going to go with, sorry, Rafa Garcia is a minus 135 favourite. Mayshade is a plus 115 underdog. I am going to go with Rafa Garcia. I think he's going to get a 29-28 decision. He's looked good since he lost to, what's his name? That shit one. Why can't I think of his name? Soda Pop for zero. So what was his name? I can't remember. I forgot his name. Grutismacher, that's the one. He's looked really good since then, you know what I mean? He's only lost a good competition since then, but, you know what I mean, he's done really well. He's cleaned up his boxing a lot, and he's cleaned up his cardio. I just think that he's just going to do enough to get a 29-28 decision over Mayshade. Mayshade's good, but I think he's like proper bottom level, and I think Rafa Garcia is just slightly above a can. So, yeah. That's what I think is going to happen. I go Rafa Garcia by 29-28 decision. That's what I see happening. I don't see Mayshade doing much to him. But, I mean, it's a good fight, though, man. Like, I mean, it's a decent fight, but not better than David Dvorak and Manel Kape, because Manel Kape actually has some name value. But, yeah. Mayshade's going to be a problem, though, in terms of, like, the height and reach. But I think Rafa Garcia is just going to outpoint him just with the slight UFC experience that he has over him. And yeah, that's where I'm going to see it happen in 29-28 decision. Next fight on the card, Said Nurmagomedov versus Sadyok Karamanov. Said Nurmagomedov is a plus 100 underdog. Sadyok Karamanov is a minus 120 favourite. Fuck, I keep thinking my laptop's going to fall. Right. I'm not going to go with Said Nurmagomedov. I'm going to go with Sadyok Karamanov. I don't believe in Said Nurmagomedov, and I know I butchered his name after I read the odds. I know, it's because I was worried about the laptop falling, my bad. I just don't believe in Said, bro. Like, he just doesn't look good compared to, like, he's got decent wins. He's got good wins. But the thing is, he just doesn't look anything like Khabib, Islam, those guys that he trains with and corner him. He just doesn't look that good. And Sadyok is a very good fighter, man. And the thing is, he's very consistent with what he does. And I think that he's going to get it done by 30-27 decision. I generally think he will. I think Said's going to go in there again like he did against Tim Elliott. I know Tim Elliott cheated, but that's what Tim Elliott does. Tim Elliott just cheats. He does it all the time. But I honestly think that Sadyok is just going to get it done by decision. I think he's just going to do more than Said on the feet and grappling. I just think he's just going to do more and get the 3 rounds because of it. It's just one of those fights where it's like, well, if Said actually puts some effort in and actually pushes the pace, like, he might be able to do it, but I just don't see that happening. I think Sadyok is the better fighter, man. I really think he will. I think he'll keep it on the feet, though. I think he'll just do enough. So I got Sadyok Karamanov by 30-27 decision. I actually think he'll win every single round. I know I'm flying through these guys. I'm sorry, I have to do this quick. But yeah. Next fight on the card. Jake Matthews versus Matthew Semmelsberger. Jake Matthews is a minus 280 favourite. Matthew Semmelsberger is a plus 235 underdog. This is a no-brainer. This is lock of the card, guys. Jake Matthews, he looked absolutely amazing against Andre Fialho after almost 2 years off. I know it's Andre Fialho, but still, it's a good win to have in hindsight. Matthew Semmelsberger, he's good, man. But the problem with Matthew Semmelsberger, man, he just loses when he shouldn't, and he showed a big weakness in his game, in his striking defense specifically. And if Jake Matthews shows up anyway, like he did against Andre Fialho, he's gonna KO Semmelsberger in the second round, I believe. Jake Matthews came out like a completely different man fighting Fialho, so the improvements he made are astronomical. And I just think that his striking is too slick for Matthew Semmelsberger. Like, obviously, Semmelsberger lost to Morono. I believe it was Morono, right? Because I get... Oh, bro, the laptop is on an awkward angle. Yeah, Alex Morono, yeah. Yeah. And I think, Alex Morono's one of those guys that shouldn't be exposing your striking defense that badly, and he just did. And I just think that Jake Matthews is going to KO him in the second round. Jake Matthews has really good KO power, and I think he's just going to expose that within Matthew Semmelsberger, and I just think he's going to get himself a second round TKO, also winning the first round, maybe even dropping Semmelsberger in the first round. I just think that he gets it done pretty handedly that way. So yeah, I got Jake Matthews by second round TKO. Next fight on the card, Cheyenne Vlismas versus Corey McKenna. I'm going to go with... Right, hold on. This fight depends on if Corey McKenna actually uses her IQ. Corey McKenna is a grappler. She knows she's a grappler. So she's got to grapple. And people don't forget, right? Like, people forget, right? Cheyenne Vlismas, other than cheated on her ex-husband, Cheyenne Vlismas... in one of her fights, where is it? Where's her record gone? Tapology. Hold on. I thought she was younger than that. I didn't know she was 27. I thought she was 25. Anyway, she was born in 1995. That's probably what it was. That's so retarded. But anyway, oh, come on, man. Just show me. Fucking hell. Yeah, I couldn't remember her name. Montserrat Ruiz, where she lost by decision, bro. She showed a huge gap in her game against Montserrat Ruiz, where you could tell she hasn't drilled it. And that happened only a year and a half ago, where she got absolutely dominated in the grappling against Montserrat Ruiz. I doubted Corey McKenna against Granger. But Corey McKenna actually used her grappling and realised she weren't going to be able to strike with her. She knows she can't strike with Vlisma, so I believe that Corey McKenna is going to get it done by third round submission. I think she'll win the second and third, lose the first maybe. But second and third, I think she'll expose Vlisma's grappling again. I really believe she will. It's just one of those situations where I generally think she will, because Gloria DePolia's not going to expose your grappling. Mallory Martin's not going to expose your grappling. You know what I'm saying? She has good takedown defense against shit competition, basically. You know what I'm saying? So, I honestly think that she'll get this done. I honestly think Corey McKenna will get it done by third round submission. I think she'll get it down, flatten her out, and get a rear naked choke. I honestly think that when Corey McKenna uses her IQ, she's really good. And the thing is like, I doubted her last time against Granger, like I said, but she got it done really handedly because she what's it called? She showed that, you know, she has IQ. When she knows she can't strike with a person as well as she would like to, she can take him down. And Vlismas with the grappling gaps that she has, this should be a field day for McKenna in terms of grappling. So I got Corey McKenna by third round submission. Next fight on the card, Cody Brundage versus Mikhail Olachechek. Cody Brundage is a plus 235 underdog. Mikhail Olachechek is a minus 280 favorite. I am going to go with Mikhail Olachechek. Cody Brundage is good, but he only does well against fake hyped up prospects, or he does well against very basic competition, because he is quite a basic fighter himself. He's good. He's got a good solid wrestling base with simple striking. But Mikhail Olachechek, man, he has very good, very, very slick striking. And I know he beat Sam Alvey, but like I said, I respect fighters that do what they should have done. He absolutely destroyed Sam Alvey like he should have. He did really well against him, and Mikhail is one of those guys that you just can't stand on the feet with. I don't see him getting taken down by Cody Brundage. I see Mikhail just keeping him at range and popping him with massive shots, and I see him getting a 30-27 because Cody Brundage has a decent chin, and I can see him taking some shots. So yeah, I got Mikhail Olachechek by 30-27 decision, maybe 29-28, but I'll say I'll say unanimous decision either way. That's the safest bet for you guys. Next fight of the card, Drew Dober versus Bobby Green. Drew Dober's a minus 150 favourite. Bobby Green's a plus 130 underdog. I'm going to go with my first underdog of the card. I am going to go with Bobby Green. I don't see either finishing each other. I don't see Dober finishing Bobby Green, and I especially don't see Bobby Green finishing Dober. I see Bobby Green piecing up Dober for 3 rounds and getting a 29-28 where he maybe loses the first round. I just think that, yeah, Drew Dober has the chance to land body shots. He has the chance to do stuff like that. But Bobby Green has solid defense, man. And I just think that he's going to use that to his advantage. Pop Dober with shots from the outside and just continue just to dance around, talk some shit and stuff like that. I don't see Dober getting on the inside like Poirier was able to do to KO Bobby Green. I just think that Dober's just one of those guys to get pieced up by a guy like Bobby Green. Is the stylistic matchup. And yeah, I'm going to go with the underdog in Bobby Green. I think he'll get a 29-28 unanimous decision, in my opinion. That's what I would go with. Next fight on the card, Alex Caceres versus Julian Erosa. Alex Caceres is a plus 145 underdog. Julian Erosa is a minus 170 favorite. I guess it's time to stop doubting Julian Erosa, I guess. I am going to go with Julian Erosa. I'm going to go by 29-28 decision. I think that he is just a better fighter than Alex Caceres. I think Alex Caceres is one of those wacky, type guys where he's one of those wacky type fighters where he catches you off guard, but I think Julian Rosa is also wacky, so it's hard to just time him too, and I just think he'll just go to his advantage where he'll be able to outpower, out-strength, and just out-hustle Alex Caceres, and I just think the vegan in Alex Caceres is just going to be too weak for the man in Julian Erosa, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I got Julian Erosa just cruise into a 29-28 decision and taking that number 15 spot off Alex Caceres, which is crazy that Caceres has the number 15 spot. So yeah, Julian Erosa by 29-28 decision. Next fight on the card, Amir Albazi versus Alessandro Costa. Amir Albazi is a minus 410 favorite. Alessandro Costa is a plus 330 underdog. I see Alessandro Costa as a just above, like, bottom of the barrel type fighter, above Khan. But Amir Albazi is a very, very good fighter. I'm going to go Amir Albazi by second round submission. I think that he's just much better than Alessandro Costa. I think he's very fast, very strong, and he's such a good grappling striker. What he did to Francisco Figueiredo, which is Figueiredo's brother, Davidson's brother. So yeah, what he did to him was insane. Super strong, super durable, and very, very skilled. And I just think he's just going to beat Alessandro Costa the fuck up everywhere, to be honest with you. And I just see him getting a second round submission. And yeah, there's not much to say about this fight, but I just don't see Alessandro Costa coming in and beating him. I really don't. I see Amir Albazi just being the superior fighter in this instance. Next fight on the card, Arman Sarukian versus Damir Ismagulov. I keep covering the odds. Arman Sarukian's a minus 190 favorite. Damir Ismagulov is a plus 160 underdog. I am going to go with Arman Sarukian by 30-27 unanimous decision. Arman Sarukian got robbed against Gamrot, as we all know. I just think he's a better fighter than Damir, and the thing is like, Damir's going to have to worry about that takedown. Arman Sarukian's grappling's nuts. He gave Islam the hardest fight of his career, except when Islam got knocked the fuck out. So yeah, I just think that Arman Sarukian's going to really test Damir's grappling and his striking on the feet. And I just think that Arman Sarukian's just all around the better fighter, and I think this will just endeavour into a 3-round edging battle. I know it sounds wrong, but you know what I mean? I think he'll just edge all 3 rounds. I think he's just better. Yeah, I think he even might, damage Damir Ismagulov up a bit. When Damir's doing his little twitch. He might get caught with something when he's not looking, when he's looking at the bus stop, like that. So yeah, I am going to go with Arman Sarukian by 30-27 decision. I think he's going to not dominate, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he'll clearly win all 3 rounds very comfortably. Next on the card, the main event, Jared Cannonier versus Sean Strickland. Jared Cannonier is this is a pick-em fight. I'm going to go with Jared Cannonier. Leg kicks and a lot of power. And I just think that Sean Strickland is going to be... he fights weird on the feet, and I just think someone like Jared Cannonier, where the height difference isn't too much like it was against Adesanya, I just think that he's going to be able to catch Sean Strickland straight on the chin and put him out. The power is ridiculous. And not just the power being ridiculous, but it's also the fact is that his leg kicks are really going to add up on Sean Strickland, which is going to limit his movement, which is going to make it even easier for Jared Cannonier to hit him. It's not hard to hit Strickland anyway, because Strickland walks you down like a like a old 1910 boxer, you know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where, you know what I mean, he puts his hands up like iCarly, you know what I mean? I've seen the meme. So yeah, I think Jared Cannonier got this in the bag. I think it'd be a lot closer than what people think in terms of certain things, because Jared Cannonier does tend to let the fight come to him a bit. But I think that Jared Cannonier will get it done by third round knockout. I think he'll go past the first 2 rounds, but after that, I just think Jared Cannonier is just gonna blast him. He's not gonna connect on Sean Strickland's chin. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Sorry I had to run through it so quick, but yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. If you're new, please like and subscribe. I've really loved the support lately. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. This is Keep It Real MMA. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.